Hello, everyone. Welcome to our new podcast, Evening Tea
With mom.
and Son. So, I'm so excited that we get to do this podcast.
Yeah, me too, Arjun. I'm so excited. Finally,
it
we
took
get to do
literally
this.
forever to set this up, and we finally got it together. So, why don't you explain how we got this idea? Because the fruition of this idea was super out of this world.
Out of this world, yeah. So one day we were just sitting in the garden sipping a cup of tea, and it was so interesting that we landed upon topics that we would never speak, on a normal day. So we just had so many topics to talk about and so many things that we wanted to share with each other, or interesting perspectives, interesting knowledge base that we want everyone to know. So that's how the whole idea of this podcast came about, where just having evening tea with my son and talking about interesting topics.
Yeah, I mean the conversation that we had was super indulgent and things we actually needed to talk about. So in this podcast, we're going to talk about things that interest us, scare us, or confuse us, because sometimes things just are super confusing and we really don't know what to do. So what we do is we have those conversations so that we can introduce our ideas into the world and, I guess, inspire new discussions. So, I guess we're gonna talk about I guess our perspectives, right? On
Our
each step.
perspective on each of those topics, like for example, how do we align them? In what order do you think it's ethical? Do you think it's cultural? Do you think it's religious? Do you think it's scientific? Like in all those through all those two lenses that we
Yeah,
wanted to.
so we have four lenses that we're gonna look at these topics through, and the four lenses, as my mom mentioned, are science, culture, which includes politics, religion, and ethics. So, Mom, how would you rank those? Because I know you'd rank those differently than I do.
Yeah, I think my first thing would be ethical lens. So anything that we talk about, I would like to see that through the ethical lens first, and then through the cultural lens, and then comes the religious, and then finally comes the scientific point of view of that specific topic. But I think it's totally different for you,
Yeah,
right?
it's totally different for me. So I like to look at stuff sciencey because I'm a math boy, I'm a science boy. I like looking at data and then coming up with my conclusions on other things. So I like first to learn about science and how the scientific aspect plays into this. And then I like to look at its view of culture and politics. And then I like to look at its ethics reasons. And then religion is kind of like a last base effort for me, because I mean I'm not super religious, and I feel like religion, I guess, blurs the science stuff. So I mean we do differ in that point of view, right?
Yeah,
So
we do differ a lot in that point of view. So probably, there will be interesting conflicts that arise when we talk about these topics with can be controversial, can be non-controversial from the point of view of a young adult for you, and from the point of view of an adult who is been an adult for a while.
oh yeah.
There's going to be a lot of
Yeah, so
lot of differences in opinion.
just to tell where we come from, I am I just graduated 2 weeks ago from high school, so I'm entering this world as a new adult with some experiences of being a teenager and a child, and I'm looking at this through a new liberal lens. And
Whereas I'm looking at this more conservative, probably through an adult's viewpoint, as an adult who is handled several things by myself.
oh yeah, that's super crazy. And one of the things that we really thought brought those two viewpoints together was tea. We always had tea, or maybe coffee, but mostly
Some
tea.
sort of drink, yeah.
Yeah, some sort of drink that I feel like it inspired
Infused.
this communion between the both of us, where we come from two different worlds. And I guess we need to, expand on that. So every episode, we're going to have a different tea that we're going to be drinking, and that's going to relate to our episode in a certain way. So I'm super excited. So, Mom, what do we agree on as our first topic? Do you know?
I think we wanted to talk about time.
Ooh,
Time as a
very broad
as a-
topic.
yeah, very broad topic. But probably we would look at time through all of these lenses, what it means and what it means in different cultures, what it means to me, what it means to you. It'll be interesting.
Oh, I'm super excited. So, do you want to end this trailer with a little clinkety clink? So that's when we take our teacups and we clink them together. All right, ready? 3, 2, 1. Yep, super exciting. See you guys on our first episode.